Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Jay. It is about 13 seconds left to go in the half here. A sloppy first half between the Cowboys and the Colts. Lots of turnovers. Boy, this game could have been a 1-point game. It could have been a 10-point game. It could have been a lot of different ways. But what we're looking at here is about an 8-point game as we head into the half, barring, maybe I spoke too soon. No, actually, they get them. So, Jay, how's it going?
Going good, going good. Need these boys to come through for me tonight. They're gonna do it though. I got a good feeling. Second half, think the Colts get ran out the building. They played as well as they possibly could first half. Dak threw that ugly interception, kind of kept them in the game, but this one's finna be a stomp down.
I don't know. It's certainly not looking like that on the field. That doesn't look like a game where
Nah,
they're being dominated. That's for sure. Um, it looks maybe even closer than the score. The
nah.
the Colts secondary doing a pretty nice job here. Dak Prescott looking, kind of how he's looked all season for the most part here. Not looking like $40 million worth of quarterback or whatever he's making. Not even close. And the Colts just decided to take a knee. But anyways, so I'm guessing you have a premium pick on this. I have no premium pick on this game. 4-1 in the NFL for me today in my premiums. My only loss was the Titans. Everything else easy money. My play of the day, Detroit Lions went by 26 points.
I'm 3-3 on the day right now, waiting on the boys to go through, push me positive in the NFL for today.
I had just an odd feeling about the Commanders Giants. I played at money line Commanders, so that's how I ended up with the one push. I had the Bengals.
Better than land. You
Yep.
had the Bengals. I had Bengals as well.
Bengals. I had the Vikings, easy winner, and
Shit, that wasn't easy.
they were led from start to finish.
Oh, well,
And
I see what you mean.
yeah,
Jets
they
should
were
have took that
never.
in the end, though.
I mean, they were never outside the number.
Yeah, I feel you.
And what was the other one I had? I had I had the Lions. Whatever, 4-1 in NFL. Yeah, that's it. Vikings, Lions, Commanders. I had one other one there. Oh well.
Yeah, I took it on the chin in that early window, but then I got back right in the late window. I had the Rams. I had the Bengals. Brought me back to life. Falcons in the early window hurt, and Texans.
Yeah, Steelers. That was my other pick.
Yeah,
So
I had the
all right,
Broncos today, but
didn't did not have a premium in that game, and I don't know. My Dolphins I thought played well enough. Just didn't get a break in that game. I thought that there was a bad call early that went against us, and it was a 14-point swing. And when that happens, not a lot you can do. And I thought the Dolphins played well. I think they showed some signs that they're going to be a handful. But I mean, you call a tripping penalty that after we've stopped them, and you give them a first down at midfield. I mean, he ran into a guy's leg. There was no tripping. I mean, on that play, it's ridiculous. Even the referee, the guy in the booth, was like, "That's not tripping." It was it's once again bad call, not reviewable. So nothing you can do about it. Anyways, let's take a look and see what we got here for the second half of this one. Like I said, no premium pick for me in this game. I did bet on the Colts. I took them, and full disclosure here, plus the points. So we have the Colts are plus 3.5 here for the second half. Cowboys minus 3.5. The money line of the Colts just plus 175. The total 21.5. The Colts 7.5 is their total, and Cowboys 10.5. Any of these, Jay?
lay the 3.5 this second half. If you could find an extended second half, like 7 or something, I would lay that as well. This second half is finna get ugly. This is one of my more confident second halves that I've had all season. I really think this second half gets ugly. The Colts are lucky to be hanging around in this ball game right now. This is one of the ones where everything kind of went their way in the first half. They're still down, but it's going to be a massacre in the second half. That's just how I see it.
I don't know, I just don't see it that way. It's just not the game that was played in the first half, nor indicative of the play that was in the first half. So I'm just going to stick with the. I'll stick with the Colts here. I'll take the 3.5 just for the heck of it. I don't think I need it. I think the money line is probably good with the Colts at the plus the 175. I like the Colts team total over at 7.5 as well.
Yeah. I think we're one bad play away from this game being blown open.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's Dak Prescott that is more likely to make the bad play. He just does not seem
It's
good.
Matt Ryan on the other side against one of the best defenses in the NFL. And now that the run game is pretty much going to go out the window, it's going to get ugly. We see this all the time where the Colts are going to have to drop back to pass. And this is Matt Ryan we're talking about against one of the best pass rushes in the NFL.
It's a one-score game. There's no run game out the window. It's a one-score game.
The Colts come out. This is how it goes. It's going to go to script. Colts come out, go 3 and out. Cowboys get the ball, go score a touchdown. The game is out of reach from that point, and it becomes a beatdown from that point. This is how I see it. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think the Colts are lucky for this to be an 8-point game, and this could be a 20-point win for the Cowboys when it's all said and done.
I look for the Colts to continue rolling here. I'm gonna take I'll take the Colts. I just don't think the Cowboys are good enough, man. They're just like not a consistent team. This is not a good football team.
This is a very good. This is the team that's going to the championship game.
No, they're not.
Going
to
the
NFC
championship
anywhere.
Game. Now that San Fran is done with Jimmy Garoppolo, I told y'all that was the only team I was afraid of.
He was a liability.
Now that he's
Brock
gone,
Purdy come in there and play 20 times better than Jimmy Garoppolo. It was a liability. Jimmy Garoppolo is a quarterback that the 49ers traded up in the NFL draft to get rid of. This is not like a guy they were leaning on. This was a guy they traded up.
In the NFC: Cowboys, Eagles, Vikings. We've already smashed the Vikings.
No,
and we're gonna see the Eagles on.
The Cowboys are about 5th or 6th here.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
They're not a good team.
You can't name me 2 other teams in the NFC better than this Dallas Cowboys team.
Well, the Eagles and the Vikings for 1 and 2.
We took them boys behind the shed, 40-3.
One game. It's one game.
And this one right here is finna get ugly as well.
I don't see it, but I don't think Dak Prescott is good enough. I think that's he's a liability too. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback.
Top 10 quarterback in this league, and you got
top 10 out of 30. So that means like the top third. So if there was 100 teams, he would be 30th. And it's like
I'll take Dak over.
Yeah, but he's not paid
guys
like that. So the cap is out of balance with this team. When you have a quarterback that's paid number 1 and he's number 10, well, there's your problem. It's like now your whole cap is out of whack. It's like it doesn't work that way. It's like it will come down to depth.
I'm taking Dak over first cousin any day of the week. Y'all are getting crazy in these comments.
I don't know. I think Kirk Cousins is.
I'm taking Dak over Hurts too.
I wouldn't take him over Hurts, and I'm a Hurts basher. I wouldn't take him over Hurts. No way. I wouldn't take the Cowboys over the Eagles. I think today the Eagles made a statement.
Looking suspect. I mean, it was one interception that kind of kept them in this football game, and a bad play from Anthony Brown.
I don't know.
I know. This is the second half is going to get ugly.
I think what you're seeing is the real Dak Prescott here, and at 4 years, 160, he's got to be better than this.
I mean, he's not playing, but he threw one interception in this game. I mean, it was a bad one. Kind of more of the receiver's fault, but
this is
if you go back and look at the Dallas Cowboys stats since Dak Prescott has been back, everybody just likes to bash him. Dak Prescott and his Dallas Cowboys offense since Dak has been back is one of the top offenses in the league. Like, y'all just be talking. Y'all got to go look at the numbers. Take your Cowboys out of it.
4-7 team here. They're playing a 4-7,
and it's gonna get ugly in the second half. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and I'm with Kyle here. In what world is Dak Prescott having a better season than Jalen Hurts?
It's not that he's having a better season. I will give Hurts the better season, but in totality, I'm taking Dak Prescott. Dak missed 4 games or however many it was. I can't remember off the top of my
How
head.
many playoff wins does he have?
How many does Hurts have? We haven't even seen Hurts play in a playoff game
Hurts has
yet.
only been playing for 2 years. He doesn't make a fraction of what Prescott makes.
That's what I'm saying. I can't annoy
you have
Hurts
$40
until I see him
million
do it.
invested in a guy that can't win a playoff game. I mean, he can't even get you there. It's like he's proved that he can't get there.
I don't know. I seen him play in a playoff game toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers made a hell of a throw on the sideline to beat him in 2016.
What are they in third place, the Cowboys? Fourth place?
We're in 5th right now because Philly's leading the division.
Exactly. 5th best team.
But we have like the 3rd best record, though. So, and we're going to catch Minnesota and Philly. I
play
still
for
think
me is the Colts. The play for Jay is obviously the Cowboys. He has what do you call it? Rose-colored glasses here for the Cowboys. It's like
I'm not, man. Y'all could call it that, but
we'll call it that.
I think sometimes y'all got to take y'all's hate out of it. Since going back to the start of last season, the Dallas Cowboys are the number 1 team against the spread in this 2-year span. That's not a lie. That's a straight fact. Going back to last season, the number 1 ATS team in the NFL. Even this season, we're sitting at 3rd right now in ATS.
Last year, they were number 1 against the spread. They lost to the Jets last year.
But we were number 1 against the spread all season.
I don't think so.
I know so. You can go look that up. That's a fact.
Right,
and right now, we're sitting at 3rd, and we might move up to 1st with the win here tonight. The number 1 team against the spread this season. Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'll come in here and I'm trying to tell y'all the truth.
Doesn't sound like it. Let's see what we got. NFL standings. Go to the betting tools. We have all this information there. Betting tools. NFL 2021 season. Dallas Cowboys were. Just go to betting tools over at scpbetting.com. So the Cowboys were. All right, so we need to put this in here. We need to play it. And then we go betting ATS record. So the Cowboys last year were 13-5 against the spread.
13-5 against the spread. I made buku money, and we're doing the same thing this year. We're 7-4 right now against the spread. Finna be 8-4 after tonight. Like, come on now, number 1 team in the past 2 years against the spread. Haters are gonna hate. That's just what it's gonna be. Y'all can call me a homer. Y'all can call me whatever it is.
We'll call you a homer. We'll call you a homer. Don't worry about that.
But hey,
that's what we're here for. That's why we're here. We're here to call you a homer. Let's look at 2 years ago. 2 years ago against the spread, Dallas Cowboys.
That was a down year.
5-11.
That was a down year.
So you said the last 2 years.
That was Anthony.
5-11.
That was Andy Dalton year. That was Andy Dalton. We know how
for me. I was 11-5.
Yeah, you know how we feel.
I was 11-5. So for me, it was a banner year. Man. For me, they were actually the worst team against the spread that year, which for me made them the best team against the spread. That was the year. That was the year we put in the infinity pool. That was the year. How do you figure Dallas is a bottom 10 offense?
I don't know what numbers you're looking at, but you have wrong numbers. You need to go back and look. You need to find a new website. That's not true. Number 1 offense since Dak Prescott has returned from injury.
I'll take the 21.5. You like the over or the under in that?
I like the under. I think it could be like 21-0 second half Dallas. And
I think the Colts could do. I think the Colts could be 14-7 second half ish, something like that. Plus the 10. I don't know. I kind of lean to the over.
I know it's a lean towards the under for me, but I'm all over the Cowboys here.
Oh, you got the clown emoji. It's like, what do you hate in life? Raisins, cooked green peppers, and the clown emoji. This is like, those are the worst.
Yeah, man. And I see people in the comments saying that what did he say? All the money's on the Cowboys. I hate to tell y'all this too, but the public wins too. I hate to tell
It's
y'all that.
that money move and whatever, it's 50-50 is the way that it works.
Yeah.
That money movement and all that other stuff that people like think, oh man, I know so much more. I'm so much smarter because I have access to something that everybody in the world has access to, right? It's like, I will tell you this, it's 50-50. That is 50-50. Where do you think the public was today? The Lions or the Jaguars? They were all over the Lions. They beat the crap out of the Jaguars.
Yep.
It's 50-50.
Yep.
50-50.
Happens.
Dallas Vikings and Eagles are top 3.
I'd agree.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think the Niners have to be in that conversation. The way that they beat the Dolphins. Dak Prescott struggling against the 4-7 Colts here. All right. Well, we're ready to start the second half. My play is the Colts, and I have a lean to the over, and I like the Colts team total over. Jay's got the Cowboys the under. He's got the Cowboys team total under. No, he didn't say that. I just said that.
I like it though. I do like that.
All right. Well, here's the second half kickoff, and as is the case in the NFL. Oh, he's running it out. I like it. Oh, there's a seam. Big run back, but there is a flag. He's at the 42-yard line. This guy's a good returner, the Colts have. But there's a flag. Holding. This is not a good sign for Indy. The Colts have yet to have a bye. 4-7-1 on the season. So late in the season to not have a bye.
Yes.
What is that pin on Jeff Saturday's jacket there? What is that? I'm not going to say what it looks like. Penis.
Oh man,
that's odd. It's like I'm surprised. I mean, that's just odd. Well, there's that Cowboy defense run for -2 yards to start the second half for Taylor. I don't know about this red, white, and blue stripe for the Cowboys they have going.
I like it. I do. I just like to switch up. We brought it back last season, and I like it.
They had it a long time ago.
Yeah,
they used to have that. I believe it was the Danny White era. Second and 11 here. Matt Ryan back to pass. He's got some pressure, but he gets the ball off. That ball should have been caught. I don't know who 14 is, but let's just show him the bench. I mean, that ball hit him in the chest. You got to catch. That's Pettis. You got to catch that ball in this game. On the road, you got to make those catches.
Yep.
I thought Tua made a couple of bad throws today in the game.
Yeah, today wasn't Tua's best game, but I'm not selling my Tua stock. He'll be just fine.
No, they did not get the calls in that game. Medal of Honor recipients get the pin. Oh, it looks a little like a penis.
There goes the 3 and out. Now Here he goes. And here goes the slaughter. Here goes the touchdown. Just like I roll it up in the telestrator. Now here comes the touchdown. Then the Colts will no longer be able to run the football. Matt Ryan has to drop back to pass. Interceptions going on. It's gonna get ugly.
Looks like a roughing the punter to me. No, I'm just kidding. The Cowboys could have had a big return there. He had plenty of room to run, and he calls the fair catch. And normally we do is we just stay here if there was a 3 and out in the first draft, in the first drive, we stay for the next one. Will TCU be competitive? I don't think so.
As much as I want them to, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think that Michigan is my favorite to win it all, and I think I got to see the line in it first, but I think Michigan does it to them.
Generally, the playoff games are not good. There's got to be lines on these games already. There we go. So the line on this one is it's Georgia minus 6.5 against Ohio State, and Michigan 9 to 9.5 against TCU.
I might gotta lay that with Michigan. I just might gotta do it. And I kind of like that Georgia as well.
USC only favored by a point against Tulane.
That's going to be a good game. Tulane's better than I think people give them a little credit for.
It'll be interesting to see who's playing in a lot of these games. You have to wait on these college football bowl games that are not the playoff, because a lot of players will sit, and I'm going to guess Caleb Williams for USC is not going to play.
I got a question for you. How fast do you think Deion Sanders can turn around Colorado with the transfer portal?
It'll be fairly quick, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It will not happen in a year. They'll be improved.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be interesting to see. I think, him and Hugh Freeze, I mean, already two interesting hires. So, but he should be able to do okay there. I mean, he doesn't have a very high bar to have to cross.
Yeah, they only won like one game this year.
Yeah, and they were terrible. I mean, they were terrible. There's Dak Prescott, 34 points a game, 416 yards.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like,
well, here they are in a short field, so they start on their own. They start on the 49 of the Colts. Zeke runs for looks like about 1.5. He gets. They're going to give him 2, but there's a holding penalty here that's going to set the Cowboys back another 10.
Typical Cowboys fashion.
Yep.
They're not going to make it either. They always want to make us sweat it, but
it's Sunday Night Football. They're not just going to let you walk off of here. It just doesn't work that way. It's like I got ads to sell here. This is their big money spot. This is their prime time on the networks. Now that Monday Night Football is on ESPN, Thursday nights, who the hell even knows what's on. And there's Zeke again. Same play. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, maybe 4 yards. Most touchdown passes in Cowboys history. Tony Romo, 248. Aikman, 165. It just shows you, how the game has changed. Roger Staubach is, I'm sure Roger Staubach's fine with his Super Bowl trophies. And Troy Aikman as well with their Super Bowl rings. Oof, that is a Dak problem right there. Throws it to Zeke over the middle, and he just leaves him there to get his clock cleaned. We're seeing, we're at that time of the season, and we saw it in the college games too. These quarterbacks are starting to limp. Patrick Mahomes was really limping in that game today too. But we're starting to see these quarterbacks, the beating, starting to add up on them. So some of these quarterbacks that have missed time, like Dak did, Tua, it's like they don't look as beaten up as some of these other guys. And there is another drop. So it's 3 and out for the Cowboys as well with that prime field position. Now it's going to come down to this punt for them, because if they punt it out of the end zone and the Colts get the ball at the 20, it's all really the Colts ended up ahead from where they were at the 10-yard line the first time around. Jay, you're gonna learn backing squares. I think the square. It's just such.
I don't give a shit about a square.
Yeah, man. It's like it's just if you say that, What you are is an amateur.
You just think you're smarter than everybody else, and that's not how it goes.
You're not. It's like you're not even close.
The Sharps get their ass whooped too.
I don't know, man.
Trust me, they get.
Oh, they got handed.
They get housed.
Oh, they got housed. They had the Jags. So they got crushed. They were never in it. It was 7-0. They never looked back. It was, and the Sharps were all over. The Jags was their number one play today. They got crushed. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. 2-3 and outs. It's good. It's been this type of day. Make it a winning day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We'll see you tomorrow night for Andy Dalton's show. Andy Dalton versus Tom Brady.